Alright, let's cruise down and find Roy and let him know about the delivery. Oh, there should be a kitty here. Oh, little brown kitty, you're so cute. Can I draw you? Nice, I'll have to check that out later. I gotta find Rex too. I don't know where in the heck he'd be. Hi, kitty. Let's see, are you not working today? Can I talk to you? Good morning. Hi there, Roy. Vince wanted you to deliver the order to his house. Hey, Ellie. So I see you're here to deliver a message. All right, I got it. Everything is ready. They just need to be delivered. I heard it's some material for making paint. What exactly is it? It's cypress tree. Huh? It's not flower, but tree? Yep, this kind of cypress Vince ordered has golden tipped leaves, which is extremely beautiful. It's still a seedling now, so it's green. Give it time and the color will change. I see. I thought for sure it was a flower. May I see it? Of course. Cute. Wow, there's a refreshing scent. It's similar to the smell of green forest waterfall. Yes, and it's equally pacifying. Besides flowers, I also have some saplings in my shop. Just ask me if you need them, Ellie. Then I'll deliver them now. Huh? There are 2 trees? Yeah, so I'm going to do 2 runs. Isn't it exhausting? It's okay. My highest delivery record at Hylion was 10 trees. I walk relatively fast and I'm used to it. I can manage. Shall I help you then? Why? I'm really fine. They're saplings, but since they're soil too, they can be a bit heavy, especially for you, Ellie. Everyone would think I'm poor at weightlifting. You look delicate after all. I may not look strong, but I've lifted rocks in the temple. Carrying a tree is a walk in the park for me. But remember to tell me some interesting stories on the way. Interesting stories? I'm not a very expressive storyteller, so they may not sound interesting. Come on, you can simply tell me stories about your delivery trips. Well, okay, but do tell me if you are tired. We'll set out when you're ready. Oh, okay, this is not heavy at all. I'm ready, Roy. Okay, let's go then. Damn, he's hoofing it. Bro, how am I supposed to hear your stories when you're like running ahead of me? What? Why are you walking so fast? Oh, sorry, I'm used to speed walking when delivering items. Sorry for being inconsiderate. I'll slow down. Let's cough. Take a break here before you continue. Why are you in such a hurry? Because trees last longer, but flowers can wither pretty fast. And when I do deliveries at night, I'm usually anxious because it's getting late. It has become a habit. Do you usually deliver items at night? Not that often, but occasionally, yes. I delivered items to Vince's house several times too. So this isn't the first time? Yes, Vince has placed many orders. I think they were all paint materials. He said he'd like to make his own paint. It seems so. He always has much paint placed in front of his door. He has also ordered several times flowers that only bloom at night. But he's rarely at home at night. When he isn't, he will leave the window on the right open for me to place the items there. That's quite unusual. Don't people usually stay at home at night and go out during the day? Phew, we can continue now. Okay, I'll make sure to slow down this time. Thank you for being considerate. Although now I'm running ahead of you. Now it's way too slow. Sorry, I keep thinking that I should slow down and slow down too much. At this rate, the sun will set before we arrive. If we walk around the school for witches at this speed, we won't be able to visit every place in one day. So the school for witches is quite large? So it is. There are many classrooms, the dormitory is huge, and the cafeteria is also magnificent. The corridors are so long too, and there are locations with unique structures. Good thing I won't get lost in Wisteria. Yeah, it's a small village after all. But the terrain might be more complicated than it seems. As far as I know, there are houses with a basement in the village too. Alright, shall we continue then? I'll match your speed this time, I promise. Now it's a race, bro. Oh shit, he's taking the lead. By the way, it may be a sensitive question, but have you seen any other women around here? You mean villagers? No, it wasn't a familiar voice. When I passed Vince's house at midnight the other day, I felt like I heard a female voice. But it can't be. There are many trees around his house, so I might have mistaken. Please forget it, I shouldn't have mentioned that. We're almost there, hang in there. Let's go. Oh, you two have come together. Yes, thanks to Ellie, I don't need to do 2 runs. Ellie, I'll pitch a tray table in front. Please put the item on it. Great work, Ellie. Vince, here are the 2 cypress trees you ordered. I'll be on my way now. I didn't think you'd come along. They were heavy, weren't they? Phew, that was a piece of cake. My arms can't even feel it. Okay, it seems like hard work. Thank you. You said before that these are also materials for making paint, right? What kind of painting are you going to make? I have a painting that I started a long time ago. But before I came back to the village, I needed money, so I couldn't focus on painting. I want to start over with that painting. Wow, what kind of painting is that? It's hard to describe. You'll know when you see it. By the way, you seem to go to Roy's flower shop often, right? You two look like you're close. Well, I don't know if that counts as often. I don't really know much about flowers. But looking at flowers makes me feel happy. Roy knows a lot about flowers and he is very gentle. If you like a certain flower or are interested in something, he will be a good listener. Oh, by the way, you helped me so much, I should give you something in return. These are the paintings that I have finished. You can choose one that you like. Oh, cold charcoal picture, cool summer picture, or sunflower picture. Maybe the cold charcoal picture? Cute. Cold charcoal picture frame can be placed in the witch's house, will be cataloged after use. I hope this painting will fit well in your home. Thank you for your help. I'm at home anytime except at night. Feel free to come over again. Nice. Bye-bye. All right, let's look at my tab. Ask Rex what special item he's going to bring, and ask Alvin about the purpose of his letter. Okay, yeah, hopefully that'll be the new broom. Hey, Alvin. Hi, Miss Witch. I was going to get off work, so long as the script is interesting. Alvin, I'm here for the talk between witches. Hello, Miss Ellie. It's a serious talk. Have you considered the definition of a proper broom? I thought it was going to be something about witches. Exactly. A broom qualifies as a symbol of the witch's status, prestige, financial resources, everything. Do you remember the time when you repaired my workbench for me? Sure, I saw that you had a wide collection of magical equipment. Most of it is for making brooms. Does it take that much equipment to make a witch's broom? That's too much trouble for you. I can make do with my current broom. I've got to remind you that you shouldn't make do with your broom. Usually you're supposed to find your own equipment under a master witch's guidance, but it's been years since the last time Lisa was around and you don't have a new master witch yet. Huh? Alvin, you know Lisa too? That's not the point. The point is, Miss Ellie, is that you need a proper broom. Let's put everything else aside. A good actor needs a suitable script. Similarly, a good witch needs a suitable broom. The best I can do is guide you to the starting point of your equipment hunting trip. What do you say? Do you want to find your own broom? Sure. I certainly can't miss a chance like that. Alvin, my senior witch, you promised to craft a broom for me. Miss Witch, I need to make it clear that I'm not going to act as your master witch. Just consider it a little thank you from an old man. Come to my workshop. Whoa, this place has also become so neat. So, you haven't sneaked in since the last time. Oof, of course not. You've been planning to, haven't you? It doesn't hurt for a young witch to have curiosity. But there's no need to be stealthy. Just let me know when you want to get in. Got it. Alright, let's get down to business. Have you ever made any brooms? No, I only learned to repair them at the school. As a sundry seller, I'm only capable of combining materials made by craftsmen. So, no need to be ashamed just because you don't have a certain skill. But combining magic items is an arduous task in itself. I'm glad you say so. I will do everything within my power to craft a fine broom so that the craftsman's work won't go to waste. So, Miss Ellie, could you tell me a thing or two about your family? I'll start from their names. My mom is Arya Blue River and my dad is Aiden Blue River. Oh my, you're Arya Blue River's daughter? I was wondering if you were a Blue River. So you really are. You know Mom? I can't say I'm a big fan, but she does deserve her reputation as the most open-minded witch. I suppose you got your brave, positive character from your mother. Heh, I guess I did. I get that a lot. I doubt that it was a compliment. No comment. Back to the topic. Do you share your family's passion for Inquisition and adventures? Me? I would say Ellie does. Yeah. I'm still new to Wisteria, but I've explored every inch of this area. Right, there's no place in the village without Ellie's footprints, and there's no space filled with books either. I expect to see such energy in a young Blue River. I see, that's a curious piece of information. Does the broom have something to do with my family? Every family has different preferences for brooms. As far as I know, the Blue Rivers are more fond of innovative ones. There's a rumor about the Blue Rivers buying all the accessible solar horse tail hair. Ah, you mean those hairs on Dad's broom that emit a red glow? Which ended up being pulled off by his daughter to make a doll. It's a doll made after Dad, and he loves it. Since you're also a Blue River, I want to use solar horsetail in your broom too, but I don't have enough in stock, so I'll add it later. The next question will reveal how well you know yourself. Since each witch takes in magic differently, the thread used to tie the broom together also differs. I need to know how you use your power as a witch. The question is, why have you chosen Wisteria over Hylion? I've told the others about it too. Seeing the smiles of the villagers makes me happy. I've chosen to stay in Wisteria for my happiness. Happiness, I see. I need a thread strong enough to carry the warmth of your kindness. In that case, threads made from rainbow flow horns would be the best choice. Rainbow flow horns change color every day and contain a different power based on the color. Yellow horns suit you well as they hold the power of happiness. What I said seems to have helped. Whatever your answers are, they can't be wrong because I'm tailoring the broom to you. I didn't know that to make my broom we needed to have such talks. This is magical. It's pointless to use even the most precious materials if not on a broom that meets the witch's needs. That's why we need such conversations. Unfortunately, my hands have gone rigid as I age, making it harder for me to weave. Now that the thread is ready, let's talk about your life as a witch. Tell me what has excited you the most since you came here. Or you can tell me what you enjoy the most on the stage named Wisteria. I like everything going on here. Everything about this place excites me so much. It's almost impossible to pick just one, but now that I think about it, filling up the encyclopedia, going on adventures, and listening to the villagers. Maybe listening to villagers? We'll go with that. I enjoy everything I do here, but the best part is to listen to everything the villagers have to say. It's not a big village, but the villagers have their share of happenings in life. It feels meaningful to learn about all those happenings and empathize with the villagers. If so, I suppose you need a balanced broom for you to associate with the villagers and become part of the village. Considering what this land offers, I suggest using velvety flowers for the brush. That way you can hear what's going on here more clearly. We're using local materials from Wisteria too? This land provides fine materials, but only skilled witches can put them to good use. But it's been a while since I collected materials myself. I only have undeveloped ones here, which is a shame. Had I known this, I could have brought my own materials. Materials crafted by a young witch. I'm curious. We can give it a try the next time. By the way, you know yourself better than I expected, Miss Ellie. Haha, you're just asking about what I enjoy. That's not tricky. It takes some witches days to answer even questions this simple, because they've never thought about what kind of witches they are. I hope they had more confidence in themselves. Here's the last question. I'll say a few words. I want you to pick the one you find the most catchy. Spiderweb, leaf, cold charcoal. That's it. Is that all? It is pick the most catchy one? Well, the most catchy one, maybe spiderweb? It reminds me of Broom caught on a giant spiderweb. Broom gave me a reason for coming to this village. I'm obliged to him. So, Broom is the major cause of your stay. You pick the word by association. That's a good approach. Now, I know what kind of broom you need. I'll combine the best materials in my own way. And I also need, moon hair whiskers are crucial. Miss Ellie, your broom's ready. It's been a long time since I made a broom. It really takes me back. My goodness! I believe it's gonna be an awesome broom. Here you are, check it out. Cute! A very reassuring broom. It feels like no labyrinth can trap you when you're on this broom. It has versatile performance that anyone can easily adapt to. Nice! It's your custom ordered broom. I haven't worked so hard in ages. It's put a strain on my shoulders. I can see that it's nothing like my current broom. It's a refined piece of work by a craftsman. I'm glad to hear that, my hat friend. Still, Miss Ellie, you shouldn't be content with a single broom, since a witch's condition changes constantly. Just like how the same script can give birth to different presentations, each attractive in its own way. But Alvin, aren't you the only villager capable of making brooms? And it never came to me that I'd be selling witch brooms in an isolated village. I'll consider stocking more witches' brooms. It's for you, but not only you. Does that mean I would be able to buy brooms with Luna coins? Yes, since I'm currently a sundry seller. Nice! Brooms differ in speed, durability, etc., and feel different when you ride them. You could tell them apart by looking at the types of shaft and shapes. Okay. A broom's theme determines its look and name. Collect brooms of various themes. Brooms also vary in design and price. Remember to check out new brooms of the day. Nice! Okay, I'll put your broom to good use. Thank you for making it. Alright everybody, I think we're going to call it here for the day, but thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more like it, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye!